Bless you. Good morning and welcome to our daily devotional from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn. Very glad to have you with us on this Wednesday, December the 15th, 2021, as we approach the fourth Sunday in Advent. And as we are studying about the visit between Mary and Elizabeth in Luke chapter 1. And this morning I'm going to have us focus on the oracles of Elizabeth, that is her prophetic statements in Luke chapter 1, verses starting with verse 42 and going through 45. So this is Luke 1, 42 through 45. And Elizabeth exclaimed with a loud cry, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. And why has this happened to me, that the mother of my Lord comes to me? For as soon as I heard the sound of your greeting, the child in my womb leaped for joy. And blessed is she who believed that there would be a fulfillment of what was spoken to her by the Lord." So, as we talked about last night, this is an extraordinary passage for lots of reasons, not the least of which the focus being two women. And then on top of that, the fact that these are two women who are prophesying and are, at this point of the story, the central focus of the story, Mary's faithfulness and Elizabeth's prophetic abilities. And what is prophesied here is something that recurs throughout the book of Luke, and that is an emphasis on joy, that with the coming of Christ comes great joy. We see this in the several of the healings that Christ performs. We see this in his ministry and exchanges with various people in the community. We see this when at the very end of the book, you may remember, after Jesus' ascension, the joys that the disciples are described as returning to their homes with joy. And so there's an emphasis here on the joy that the coming Christ brings. And of course, this is something that is extremely important for us to remember in the Advent season. That is, that it is a season of joy. It's the sort of joy that is not entirely dependent upon one's circumstances. Here, the sense is that Mary, for example, is in a very lowly state, perhaps both because of her social status and because, of course, for being a pregnant teenager. This would have been a very low state indeed, socially. And yet she experiences great joy along with Elizabeth. And I think that there's a tremendous lesson there for us, that our joy is not completely dependent upon our circumstances, and that it's a distinctive kind of joy. It's not simply um, happiness, it's something that goes much deeper, a joy that is related to life, that is the living of life, the relationships with a friend here, with between the cousins Mary and Elizabeth. There's joy in pregnancies. There's joy in um, the hope that comes with this word of salvation for all people. Let's close with this word of prayer. This is a prayer from a collection titled Prayers for an Inclusive Church. God made known in the friendship of women the word of greeting and unseen life enwombed. Give us the courage of the teenage mother who brings into the world a song of joyful revolution and a God who needs her love through Jesus Christ, the one who is to come. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me this morning from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn, and I hope you have a very good day. Goodbye.